Hello guys. Happy Sunday. So I'm just doing a quick weekly outlook for the coming week ahead. So if we have a look at Nas Daq, we've created high highs, obviously, and we've been very bullish. Now, if you look up here, I've got two horizontal rays. So they're from the daily. We're currently on the weekly chart. So we had the daily high and the daily low, which I'll show you shortly, which was on the previous candle. So price never actually surpassed the high and it never took out the low. So those areas are still of interest to me for liquidity sweeps, possibly. Now, if we look down here, you can see I've got an alert. So if we draw a fib from the bottom of this low to the top of this high, the 618 is here. So level 618. So if you look on the weekly at this last leg, right, from the low here to the high, our 618 level was here, right? What did price do? Price came to the 618, respected it, rejected off of it, and we went higher, right? We also bounced off the 50%. So if I go on to show you and draw the fib from this bottom zone all the way up, let me just come up there, right? Price is telling us a story. So you can see price has bounced off the 618, continued higher. It also bounced off the 50%. The 618, a lot of people refer to it as an optimal trade entry model. Now, if you were trading off the weekly and the daily, this area would have been of high interest to you. And you can see price bounced off it, came back, didn't bounce back on it, and then came back a little bit. You can see we created higher lows from then on, and then we pushed up higher. So when something like this comes to play, you can almost bet you were going to go higher than the last high point, which was up here. For a continuation, and which price did. So this is what I'm looking for now for this next leg here. Depending if this is the highest point for us, we've got to see come market open what price does. Whether we're going to open Monday with a gap or not, I'm not too sure. We'll have to see what happens Monday. But I have got this area of interest to me. Now, what I'll be looking for is if price is going to respect this area. Is it going to reject off like what price did here? Or is it going to break through? Now, if it breaks through, I won't be looking for entries of buys on this level, because that would mean to me we're going to get a heavier retracement than the 50% and the 618 from this price leg. So we'll just have to see what happens and what price is going to do. So if we now jump to the daily, right, so you can see those levels I was talking of. So if we have a look here, we can see the daily high, the previous daily high was here and the previous daily low. Now you can see we've kind of consolidated in this area. So prices, I'd say losing a bit of momentum here. So really what we need is we do need a strong either close above this to continue higher or below. Now this price action here symbolises my week of trading, absolute shithouse. So this previous week here, I nearly had 100% win rate, right? Because what's price doing? We're expanding and we have a clear trend. What's price doing right here? We've just been consolidating on the daily in this range, right? Doesn't call for very good price action. So my trades last week weren't great. I had some wins, but I had a lot of losses last week. So it wasn't the best week for me. Overall, my account's in profit, but I'm not happy with last week's trading. But looking at this, it tells a story that, trading in this type of range is absolute shithouse. If you look at this, it's just absolute crap. So you don't want to be trading in this choppy chop. But yeah, so that was what my week was like, absolute shithouse. But we've got a new week ahead, and this is what we're looking for. So anyway, come Monday, we'll see what happens. I'll see whether price opens with a gap or not, and then where we're trading to. I would love to see us get out of this crappy crap, and get a bit of a range whether we're going to break down, right, for a really nice, healthy retracement, or we're going to break up. We'll soon see, and hoping for a better trading week next week. And this is bound to happen. You're bound to have consolidation and accumulation in days. It's just bound to happen. If we look at the weekly, let's see when our last week of choppy chop was. You can see there's a bit of choppy chop in this area, but you can see, look, you get weeks on weeks where it's just nicely just trending. This is the stuff you want to be trading in. The choppy chops just not fun, but we all are human and we all have our bad and our good weeks. And my bad week was freaking last week. So anyway, let's see what our new week ahead comes with. I'm going to be going into this week risking less. So I'm going to probably be doing 0.25 just to get the account up a bit fresher. I think we got about $1,300 from withdrawal. So the week prior, we were so close, but last week, like I had more losses last week than wins. So it was great to be profitable as such, but it wasn't ahead of the game on the account as I would have liked. And it's going to happen. You're going to have your bad weeks, your good weeks. So you just got to roll with the punches, don't you? The market will give you what it's going to give you, and it gave me absolute bollocks last week. So talking to a lot of other trading mates, they had the same. It was just, some had a great week, some had a real shit week, and yeah, I definitely had a shit one. So that's what we're looking at, guys. Drop down to 15. Yeah, so we'll just see how we open Monday, see whether I get a set up London session. I do want to go back to just sticking to the one session. So the week prior, so about 2 weeks ago, I was trading both Asia and New York, and I had a freaking fantastic week. We absolutely killed it that week. Very high win rate, but it is exhausting. So I do want to step back and go back to the one trading session just because it absolutely fries you. Like, it is tiring, mentally taxing. And yeah, so I'm just going to, this week ahead, I'm just going to focus on London. So just trade London session, see how we go. And then if I want to change it later on, it can just be New York and vice versa. So anyway, guys, that's that. Hope you found, I don't know, something helpful in this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.